being an effective and efficient supply teacher, so you get the job, so you're going into school, or you're going into school. Even as I speak generally because for me, if you work in school, you have to treat it as professionally as you can. It's about getting confidence, about people having respect for you. And the only way you're going to get respect in any school is by acting professionally, by being very professional. And that includes how you dress, how you look, because we are professional people. And children pick up on that very quickly. I don't know if those of you have been in school. I mean, sometimes it's a great boost for your confidence if you go in wearing something a little bit different. They go, oh, Miss, you look really pretty today. And you think, oh. So they do notice, children, about what you're wearing, what you look like, and they pick up on that. I'm not saying every day you've got to go in your best gear and get it ruined, especially if you're in a reception class and crawling about or out in the playground pulling trolleys along with children sitting in it. But it is quite important that you look the part and you act professionally wherever you go, whatever you do. People will notice that. I would say to you, before you go into any school, find out as much as you can about the school. A little knowledge goes a long way in teaching. Do some research. You all know, you know, the school website has got a wealth of information. If you can get some key names from the website, so when you go into a school, you know the name of the head teacher. I mean, you do quite like it if the supply comes in and you go, oh, Mrs. Larkin, pleasure to meet you. You think, oh, they know who I am. And that's, you know, just the personal touch is always really important. So there's other key players as well. It's very important to get to know the school business manager. They're going to pay your salary at the end of the day. They also often are the ones that employ the staff. You need to kind of suss that out a bit because different schools have different people who actually do the contracts. But I know for my school, a key player would always be the school business manager. Caretakers are always great to get on your side. I don't know if you've found that already, but you know, if the classroom is kind of churned up at the end of the day and it looks like, you know, you've had the rice out and to do the collage and it's all over the floor, it's a really good idea if you've got the caretaker on your side, because otherwise they come moaning to the head teacher going, oh, don't employ that one again, they always leave the place in a mess. So, you know, it's really worth getting to know the caretaker. Also on the website, it's really important that you understand the school times, the school structure, how the classes are organised, so that you can get a picture of where you fit in and what you're going to be doing. It gives you a nice picture of the school. You know, there's pictures on there, the photos on the website. If it's a good school, it will have a good website, especially these days, and it gives you a wealth of information. I'd always, although I criticise them a lot, and I do meet with the Chief Inspector of Ofsted quite regularly with the NHT, read the Ofsted report. You know, it just gives you another feel about what the school is like, where the good teaching is in the school, so that it just gives you that all-round picture of what's happening. If possible, and I know this isn't always so, but I used to encourage it, and I know other heads don't. I tried to get you into the school before you're going to start. It's really handy if you could get in the night before to find out whether you've got lesson plans all ready for you to teach, whether you're going to have something for yourself that you're going to have to go in with, so that you know where you're going to go, that you've met people who you might need to meet. That isn't always possible, I know. That's why I say find out in other ways about the school. But if you can get in, it is really helpful. Talking about lesson plans, I know this varies a lot from school to school and what you have and what you don't have and everything else. So it's really important that you've got resources yourself. There's some great websites actually. While I was looking at this, I found some good ones. The Guardian Teacher Network Community, seen that one? Nods, good. That's got. I thought that was good. The TES Primary Supply Kit, that's a good one. And of course, Amazon have got loads of books on there about how to be good supply whatevers. But one book I would suggest you read, and I made all my staff read this book by Paul Dix called Positive Ways to Manage Behaviour. So one of the criticisms in the Ofsted report today was about behaviour management and poor behaviour management that they saw from supply teachers. It is the most difficult aspect of the job, I reckon. So, you know, any suggestions you have that can help you with that is vital. And look out for relevant policies as well. You can get those on any good website for the school. The sort of policies you need to look at: health and safety, behaviour policies, so that you understand the behaviour management policy of the school, so that you're consistent with other members of staff when you're dishing out rewards or sanctions. Children pick up that straight away. They know if they've got somebody there who's going to give them 100 house points in the day, and they'll say, "Oh, our teacher always gives us loads of house points," and you know, yeah, right. So, you know, make sure you know the behaviour policy of the school.